Up first, all the cricket news and great excitement as Team India's ODI World Cup squad has been announced. Who's in, who's out? Let's go across to Osama for all the latest.
Well, the long-awaited moment, it has finally arrived. Chief Selector Ajit Agarkar and Team India captain Rohit Sharma went on and did a presser where they have unveiled the 15-player squad that will wear that blue jersey and represent India in the upcoming ICC Cricket World Cup 2023. This World Cup starts on October 5th. This is the first World Cup that India is hosting after 2011 and an entire tournament that India is hosting for the very first time. And the pressure to go on and win this is even more. The deadline for all the cricket boards to disclose their squad was September 5th, and India, they were the only team who hadn't come out with the squad. India decided to maintain this suspense till the very end, but that wait is over. Let's take a look at the 15 members who have made it to the squad. Rohit Sharma, he's the captain of the team, followed by Hardik Pandya, he's the vice captain. Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Ravindra Jadeja, Shardul Thakur, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, Kuldeep Yadav, Mohammad Shami, Akshar Patel, Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar Yadav. Remember the last time Ajit Agarkar and Rohit Sharma did a press conference, it was to announce the Asia Cup squad, and they had hinted that the World Cup squad will pretty much have the same set of players, and it will resemble the roster of players who are currently participating in the Asia Cup campaign, with the only couple of exceptions, and those exceptions are Tilak Varma, Prasidh Krishna and Sanju Samson, who were likely to face exclusion from the squad. Remember, this World Cup holds immense significance for India. It is actually an opportunity to go on and win it on home soil, especially after falling agonizingly short in the previous two editions. There is also controversy regarding the tickets that are being sold at this point of time. And this is something that has irked a lot of people at this point,
right.
Gargi.
Absolutely. So tell us a bit more about that, because people are very irritated about, how difficult it is to get their hands on the tickets, because, World Cup is taking place in India and everybody wants to be at the stadiums, but it's really taking a lot out of fans to get those tickets. Absolutely.
It is an experience, once in a lifetime experience for all the fans to witness a match inside a stadium, and especially when you talk about an India versus Pakistan match. That match is happening in Ahmedabad, which has a capacity of more than 1 lakh people, and only 8,500 tickets were available on the Book My Show app. And this is something that has irked not just fans, but also former players and cricket lovers in general. The whole ticket booking controversy, like I said, all these tickets are available on Book My Show platform, and millions of fans, they have made attempts to secure their seats. But they have also complained that even after waiting in the queue for 2 to 4 hours or even 6 hours, many of them have been left disappointed as their reservation attempt has come to naught. This has resulted in a growing frustration for all the fans. In fact, former cricketers like Venkatesh Prasad, he took to Twitter to raise his concern and also called upon BCCI to look into the matter. He said that I urge the BCCI to have more transparency in the World Cup ticketing system and not take fans for granted. And this is what a lot of fans are also saying. We in fact tried to book the tickets on the Book My Show app, and every time it was the same story. We could only get to a point where we had to select the tickets, but we could not find that option. So he goes on to say that definitely in a stadium like Ahmedabad, for an India versus Pakistan clash, more than the sold 8,500 tickets need to be available when the capacity is 1 lakh plus. And he also says that likewise for all other matches, a larger chunk needs to be made available for the fans. It is also an opportunity for all these fans to witness this historic event in person inside a stadium. So a lot of talking points with respect to the squad, with respect to the ticket sales. But what is more important, Gargi, is that the BCCI, will they iron out all these details with just 1 month to go for the World Cup?
And just briefly to understand this, if there's 1 lakh capacity in that stadium, are we to understand that it's all gone to corporates? Or, one very controversial thing in India, when you have, these matches, there are a lot of officials who take a large chunk of the tickets, and, a lot of bureaucrats, etc., etc. So is that the issue that we're seeing here, that people cannot just there's just 8,000 tickets available for people to actually buy?
Absolutely, because the last time this happened, something like this happened, was the World Test Championship final. And remember, that match was also happening in Ahmedabad against Australia. And we saw the first day when Prime Minister Modi and his Australian counterpart, Anthony Albanese, they came to witness the event. The first day, the entire around 85,000 tickets were pre-booked to be made available to people, for the people who would come and watch this match. But none of those people could actually land their chances to get those tickets in from the websites. So this is something that has a lot of fans. The fact that a large chunk has been kept for corporates and members of the BCCI.
All right. Well, hopefully this will be sorted out soon, especially if you have former cricketers actually speaking out over it. Thanks so much, Osama, for joining us with those details.